Ghana is preparing itself for the fight. But the country may be ill-equipped to keep extremism out. War has been playing out here. A terrorist insurgency, especially in the Sahel region. It is just south of the Sahara Desert. Terror groups have been active here in Sahel for years now. And now they're looking to expand their operations. They have set new targets. They're eyeing the coastal nations below the Sahel. These are relatively peaceful countries. How do they plan to defend themselves?
EU are a European Union provided Ghana with armored vehicles. Ghana ne nkronkre ben Ghana no yenhwe ya terrorists bitimi abawura Ghana mo infiltrate recruit amanfo amasebi that should be attacks also maybe like Nigeria ne Kenya ne other places no and we are na ebi atumi ababesi ewo my Ghana mum enti omo person mo equip ye army no ene ye security ne man ye tight se ne be bitimi protect your borders se ne be asafo entimi emma emewremo. Sounds good, but are we ready for it? Enti no omo donate these cars to Ghana omo be my training ne yakam yen kutie news ne bi.
Now let's turn our attention to West Africa. A different war has been playing out here. A terrorist insurgency, especially in the Sahel region. It is just south of the Sahara Desert. Terror groups have been active here in Sahel for years now. And now they're looking to expand their operations. They have set new targets. They're eyeing the coastal nations below the Sahel. These are relatively peaceful countries. How do they plan to defend themselves? Europe has offered to help with more weapons. Europe wants to arm the coastal nations in West Africa. And this weekend, the EU took a step in that direction.
Today, we come together to officially unveil a generous donation of 105 militarized vehicles provided by the European Union to support the counter-terrorism efforts of the Ghana Armed Forces.
The focus is on Ghana. The European Union has sent 105 armored vehicles. Now, Ghana is a nation in West Africa. It's a country of about 34 million people. It is also one of the richer nations in terms of GDP. Most of the countries along the Gulf of Guinea are resource rich, which may be why Europe wants to ensure that they remain stable. The armored vehicles to Ghana are part of a broader outreach, a broader military aid outreach. It's going to 4 countries in the Gulf of Guinea: Ghana, Ivory Coast, Togo, and Benin. They will all get military aid from the European Union, about $650 million in all.
I think that we are all aware that the spillover of insecurity from the Sahel to the Gulf of Guinea is not a risk, it's a reality. It's like climate change. It's not something that may happen in 20 years from now. It's happening now.
That was the EU Foreign Policy Chief Joseph Borrell. He says the spillover of terror from the Sahel is already underway, and that is why Ghana is preparing itself for the fight. But the country may be ill-equipped to keep extremism out for 2 reasons: its geography and its economy. Let's tell you about the geography first. Ghana is close to the terror hotspots in West Africa, the Sahel states. They touch Ghana's northern border. It is at the edge of the insurgency, and that's one reason why the country is on alert. The crisis in Ghana could be a gateway for the terrorists, which is why the EU is focusing on this country. The armored cars were just the military outreach. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz will visit Ghana tomorrow. It's the second part of his West Africa tour. The first part included Nigeria. Olaf Scholz went to Nigeria. He promised investments in the gas sector. He's trying to boost trade in the region. Both these strategies will help Ghana as well. But will this be enough to steady the country's economy? Will the armored vehicles be enough to prevent an insurgency? Guess we'll have to wait and see. We'll keep you posted.
EU for na baso more interest, more common, more interest bill, they have something to benefit. But all the same, in how a terrorist ultimate terrorize a Maya who do be when you be beyond the winning what Boko Haram, Mali, Niger, Kosovo, initiative no more taken a good by a best Ghana and panning for say, when a armored vehicles ne a more be a woman. More fun as she sika a security once na cano or might be a security engine a prone to disaster and tia best mon taking a serious say. My system enye infiltrate utie awena na okasana pakishama no okase Ghana no anasa amaya ekeka hono ko divu amani ekeka hono Ohiane said these people, it's easy to get people, recruit people. The bed dad or more brabe kaya who ye be more sick, be more command no more documentaries be on YouTube. If a Boko Haram ne Al-Shabaab ne keka ho. Nti ye besre ye yama empanin for mun take nyoma serious. Let the bear ye nibi ti so obi ayi no say oboa those are more interest. May hear that interest no. A more interesting part, we should look at the common interest and I say benefited in the long run. It's your best Ghana planning for taking them serious. Say the yen you be Timmy Baha Beji Ghana visa, passport, and D quab won't take away near man and Fatano Ketas, sharing near me across borders in any money best when taking it serious. Talking about Ghana, a bar security nearma modern warfare equipment security equipment yen duruba bia o hia mrafo de bana kwa say dem po de yeda ye de nyame be ye no so hu hia de but I was say prepare on my Israel and palace and the apostle I won't prepare bibia can happen yes na ye woman nti ye man pani for mun taking it serious. High media, follow, like, subscribe on all social media platforms. Merasi.